Hi, Dave Dirge here. Welcome to Rapid Assault Tactics. This show is going to be on simple but effective. And back here you see my number. I was hacked probably about 2.5 months ago. So I lost my phone number that I've had for a good 15, 16 years. But now I got it back. So I want you to know if you need to contact me, my number is 330-240-4009. Okay, that's the number I've had for numerous years and it's all over the internet there. So, okay, this show is about simple but effective. So, when we look at what I call the fight game, okay, the street, we're only looking at the survival in. Okay, to survive, get out of there, not fight. We're not looking to fight. We're not looking to carry this fight on. I mean, we will carry it on to the degree that we need to carry it on, but our main concern is to survive. Get the heck out of there, okay? This is why we need simple but effective tools. When I say tools, I'm talking about the tools of the trade, like maybe a punch, a finger strike, a kick, things like that there. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, you go back to the 80s, when the R.A.T was put together, let's say, you know, maybe 86, 87, when SEAL Team 6 came and knocked on Paul Vudak's door, my instructor, okay? And they asked him to come and train the SEALs, and he went and trained the SEALs for 3 years, okay, give or take. And you can go on my website, advancedfightingsystem.net, and I think there's like 31 different certificates, letters, and stuff like that from the SEALs, from FBI, CIA, military, from all over the world. All over the world, trained military all over the world, okay? And we trained them the R.A.T, Rapid Assault Tactics, okay? And the reason they came to us to train them, when you look at, let's say, a SEAL, they only train self-defense 48 hours out of a year, 1 week out of a year. I mean, they want to be sitting over a mile away from you, give or take, or half a mile away, and shoot you. Or they want to come in, do the thing, and nobody even know they was there until after they leave. So last thing they want is to go into hand-to-hand combat. We are talking war. The last thing you want to do is go into hand-to-hand combat. But if they have to go into hand-to-hand combat, they have to have something simple, and they have to have something effective. In other words, simple, and it's going to change the game, it's going to stop this, and they can carry on. They do not want to go into a boxing, they definitely do not want to go into grappling, or any scenario like that. Now, I am not putting down anything, but I'm going to break things down for you, okay? We are looking at the average person in this world. Not somebody who's been in martial arts for 20 years or has been in boxing or this or that or in fantastic shape and all these things. We're talking about people from whatever age, man, woman, from young to into their 80s to whatever age, okay? If they have to survive a scenario, okay, how to survive the scenario. Okay, so there are things that are simple, there are more things that are simple and effective than other things. Let's go to, for instance, and let's just use a kicking art, whether it's Taekwondo, Kempo, American Karate, MMA, whatsoever. And you got guys out there that throw face kicks, okay? Or maybe they throw a spin kick. That's where they turn around and they throw their leg at you. Now, they are nice kicks. Okay, and I mean there are some people there that's got fantastic legs, beautiful kicks. I mean just beautiful. There's no doubt about it. So I want you to understand, I am not putting nothing down. Okay, they're beautiful. But the thing is effectiveness in the street. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, these guys have got these beautiful legs. What is the time that they put in to get the attributes to be able to throw these kicks? So you have to ask the question. And I'm telling you, if it isn't hours a day, say from kicking to stretching, or let's say hours a week from kicking to stretching, they put the time in to perform that. And that is fantastic. But you, as my audience, as the average person, 55 years old, or even 35 years old, do you have the time to sit there, and do you even want to put the time in to sit there to learn how to throw these kicks effectively? Effectively. The answer is no. The answer is no. You're carrying on with your life, taking your wife out, your girlfriend out, doing whatever it is, cutting the grass, doing this here. You're not concerned with the fight game as far as going out and being good at something. You're concerned with surviving, protecting yourself and your loved ones. That's when we fight, is when you have to protect yourself or your loved ones. Any other time, you do your best to blow it off. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? You do not want to get into a scenario today. There's people are crazy. Guns come into play. Weapons come into play. Mass attack. All these different scenarios. Okay? So you don't want to go to. So the kicking is great. But as you see what I'm talking about, having the ability to perform this when this is going off. When I do this, this is the heart. That's the heart. That's the emotional end. That's going to go off. You get into a scenario, I guarantee you this is going to go off. In other words, there's going to be some type of fear kicking in whatsoever. And you have to go beyond that, and we've talked about that before. But, so, be able to perform these kicks, okay, is extremely difficult. Mainly what I'm talking about, face kick, okay, you might be in gravel, you might be in wet grass, might be the winter time, there's all kinds of scenarios, you know, out there, okay, there's spinning kicks and all this. They're all great, okay, but you have to put time in to be able to perform these. A lot of time, to where if you was, say, to kick somebody in the groin, okay? Say, or if you was to flick him in the eye, or hit him in the ear, or the throat, something like that. That's much easier. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't take any time to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you can train it a little bit. That's always important. Always important. No matter what you want to do. If you want to be good with the laptop, you got to get the laptop out and play with it a little bit. Okay? But when you look at which is more simple, to sit here and throw a face kick or a spin kick, or maybe flick the person in the eye, or gouge the eye, or headbutt him, or kick the testicles. See, that's what we're talking about. Then you look of effectiveness. You know, you poke somebody in the eye, everybody's responding the same way. The field is leveled. It is leveled. Everybody's responding the same way. With a poke to the eye, with a shot to the groin, with a headbutt, everybody's responding the same way. So this is what I'm talking about, the effectiveness. So you want something that is going to change this game, to give you a chance to escape. This is all you're looking at, okay? And when you don't have time to do all kind of training, this is your best scenario. Always remember, there's no guarantees out there. There is no guarantees with anything. I can't sit here and say, do A, B, and C, and then D is going to work. I can't do that. I'm straight shooter. I'll be honest with you. Okay, but when we break it all down and look at it, this is the best way to go. This is what the SEALs were after. This is what the SEALs needed. Remember, when we went and trained the SEALs, we're teaching them how to kill. How to end the scenario now. Right now. It's over. And they're gone. okay? That's what we was training them. Now, let's say we move on to grappling. Okay, now grappling is a great sport. So don't misunderstand me, I put nothing down, we just use it. It is a great sport, all right? Number one, you're on the ground. So when you're on the ground, you can only fight one person. That's all you can fight is one person. That's it. It's over, okay? That's it. So, now the effectiveness on the ground, let's go to it. So if you watch a grappling match, this grappling match, now I know they're both good, may last, 10 minutes, okay? And then you look at the moves that they're making. Look at the condition these people are in. Look at the shape they're in, the endurance they have, and all this stuff that they have, okay? So we're looking at grappling and say, if we're grappling and we're on the ground and I am mounted on you and you knock me off a mount, okay, now I go into, let's say, guard position, and this is for people that are familiar. Then from guard, guard position, the crossbar. But you see, I'm falling back into the game. Maybe when I went off, he knocked me off my mount, I could have got to my feet. So I engaged back into grappling, which we do not want to do. If we go to the ground, we are fighting on the ground to get to our feet. Okay? So that's what we are. So we're fighting on the ground to get to our feet, and we are applying pain right off the bat. Check out my R.A.T video on ground fighting. You'll see what I'm talking about. Pain right off the bat. So I am not knocking anything. But look at some of these things. Go online and look at some of these things that guys teach the average person to do. You have what we call the theatrical end. I mean, when Bruce Lee was doing movies, that's the theatrical end. It looks nice, and it has to look nice. Nice. If I've done some movies, I'm familiar with that. And if I had a knife, was doing a movie, and you didn't see the knife, and I walked up and stabbed the guy, and all of a sudden you see the guy drop over, you'd be going, what happened? What happened? What happened? But if I had the knife, and I pulled the knife out, the camera shows the knife, showing you the knife. Now he's going, oh, he's got a knife. Now I come up, and I stab the guy. So you see there, or maybe we get into a knife fight. So there's action. This is what you want to see in a movie. In a movie. Okay, you go to let's say, when Mike Tyson was fighting, just using an example, okay? And you go to a Mike Tyson fight, and you just pay $1,000 for this ticket, front row ticket, $1,000. Mike comes out there, they're moving around here for 12 seconds, Mike knocks him out, fight over. You're sitting there going, geez, gosh, dang it, you're upset. You just paid $1,000 and watch a fight. You might be happy you won, but boom, you wanted entertained. Mike, on the other hand, he don't want to entertain you. That's what he wants. He wants this over, okay? But you want to be entertained, okay? So we have the theatrical end of everything, and then we have the truth, the real truth. So you go online, you look, I'm not putting anybody down, but guys showing, you throw a punch, I go down, pick up your leg, I pick you up, I throw you over my shoulders, and I throw you down. Okay, let me ask you a question. What takes longer to do, one move or two moves? Always two. Always two. So what if I got 3, 4, 5, 6 now? Look at the training that takes, okay, just to pull all them off, okay, and how hard it is to do. And then you're also going on the scenario, this guy's going to come at you exactly the same way that you did this training. It's not going to happen. So, guys got me in a headlock, okay? And what I do is when he's pulling me down, he's got me in this headlock here, I take my hand, I put it underneath his leg, okay? I grab his arm and I pick him up and I throw him over my shoulder like that there, and he falls down, and then I go maybe into hitting him. Versus, guy's got me in a choke, he's right here, I slap the groin, grab the testicles whatsoever, and just go nuts on his testicles. I mean, what's more effective? What's easier? That is much easier, okay? And that is much effective. No matter who gets hit in the testicles, they're going down. I know, I've been there numerous times, and I've done it to other people. And I mean going down instantly. So which one is simpler and which one is more effective? That is. So that's what we're looking at. We want the things that are simple, because we are looking at the average person out here. The average man, the average woman, the average child. So this is what we are looking at. The average person. So what is going to benefit you as an audience? What's benefiting you? What can you use? See? That's why. Simple but effective. Okay? You go into boxing, and let's say it's the 6th round. Okay? And then you look at how many punches have been thrown and how many times somebody's been hit. So now it's the 6th round, and one fighter, he's thrown an average of 75 punches per round. Okay, so so give or take, let's just say that's he just threw 500-600 punches. Okay, all right. Then on the other side of the coin, now he's been hit. Let's say he's been hit, just 15 times a round. Okay, so now let's say he's been hit a couple hundred times. Well, let's just go 100 times, or even 50 times. It doesn't matter. He's been hit. All right. So now to take that punishment, you better be in great shape. You better be prepared. Your mindset now is, I am in an exchange blow scenario. So I'm going to take your punishment to give you my punishment. You better be in great shape. You better have the endurance. You better have the condition to take the shots, the punches, all this stuff here. Now, I'm not knocking boxing. That is the sport of boxing. Notice I said the sport. The sport. Now, you take yourself, put you in that scenario, you get attacked. Do you want to have to throw 100 punches at this guy to stop him? Or do you want to have to be hit 12 times before you stop him? No. Of course not. No, you do not. Okay? So look at that there. What's happening there with these punches? Now, I'm saying a punch is good. Don't get me wrong. I throw jabs, crosses, I do it all. And there's a time for everything, okay? But let's say you're in close quarter with a boxer, where they're boxing, and they're right here, they're tight right here. See, in reality, maybe I could gouge the eyes. Maybe I could headbutt him. Maybe I could hit him with an elbow. Maybe I could knee his groin. Maybe I could knee his thigh. So see, we're breaking down, see, the tools. So you're in close quarter, a guy's holding on to you. Let's say he's holding on to you tight. You might go into an eye gouge. You might bite him. Okay, these are tools that are changing the whole game. Leveling the field. This is what we want to do, level the field. I don't care if it's Hulk Hogan, I don't care who it is, or some little 10-year-old kid. We're leveling the field. Everybody's going to respond the same way with the tools, okay? So this is what we want. We want simple, and we want it effective. So when you look at the tools we use was headbutt, elbow, knees, eye gouge, bite, grabbing the testicles, kicking the testicles, hitting the thigh, kicking the thigh, kneeing the thigh. These are simple tools. I mean, kicking the shin, Okay? You can sit there and just kick the shin. I mean, women are good at just kicking the shin. Women are excellent at kicking the testicles. I know. I put a diaper on. I do women's self-defense class all, and they have no training. I just did one about 3 weeks ago. We had 23 women there from the age of basically, let's say, 50 years old to 82 years old. And every one of them got involved. It's on YouTube, you can check it out. And they're kicking the groin, kicking the shin, they're doing this here. And I know they was doing it good because I had the diaper on. So again, these are tools that are simple but effective, okay? Because remember I said what takes more time to do, one or two things. So if you want a technique, I don't even like the word technique, but you want a technique that takes 5 moves to do, or even 3 moves to do, let alone 8 moves to do, or 1 move to do, and if you land it, it's taking them out. This is what I'm talking about. Not putting anything down. I believe all that stuff is great, but we're looking again at the average person and what's really going to happen in a street scenario, in a altercation. And nobody knows what that is. But you want to end this altercation as quick as you can. So please, if you would, subscribe and like us, okay? And tell all your friends about us. Now remember, my number is 330-240-4009. I was hacked about 2 months ago, a little longer, so my number was out of commission, but now I've got it back and everything is cool. Stay safe out there, and thank you, and we will see you again.